What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. These 7-star Dragonite raids are just around the corner, so today I'll be going over some counters that you might want to bring in order to take them down. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So of course, before we hop into the actual counters, we have to take a look at what we might be going up against since we do get into the raids. So Dragonite is of course going to be level 100 since it is a 7-star Tera raid, and it is going to have the normal Tera type, which is very VGC centric of them. I know Dondozo didn't have its hidden ability last time, but I figure it's because its normal abilities are better than its hidden ability. But I'm assuming that for this raid, it will have its hidden ability, which is multi-scale, which means that when Dragonite's HP is at full, any damage that it takes that turn is actually going to be halved. As for its stats, it does have an HP stat of 91, an attack stat of 134, so definitely a physical attacker, a defense stat of 95, a special attack stat of 100, which is still not bad actually, a special defense stat of 100, and a speed of 80. As for its main moveset, I can definitely see them throwing extreme speed on there since it is going to be the normal Tera type, and it seems like they're going based off of like the VGC Dragonites, which are all Tera normal extreme speed. I can definitely see them putting a dragon type move on there like Dragon Claw, as well as something to help it increase its stats like Dragon Dance, which actually increases speed as well as attack by 1, and then a coverage move like Aerial Ace, which a lot of the VGC Dragonites run as well. For its extra moveset, I can definitely see them putting something like Aqua Tail on there as well, just for a bit more coverage. Maybe something like Safeguard, which prevents any type of status for 5 turns, or perhaps maybe even another coverage move since its move pool is pretty diverse. But now that we have a better idea of what we might be going up against since we do actually get into the raid, let's go ahead and take a look at the counters. Per usual, I do have 2 different options for attack Pokemon and 2 different options for support Pokemon, and you'll see that for this raid we are going to focus on fighting type moves just because it is going to be Tera normal, so we want to hit it as effectively as possible. But starting off with our first counter, we have Corviknight, which will most likely be your best option if you are trying to solo the raid, but obviously I'll do a video on that as well. But you want your Corviknight to be level 100, and it is normally a flying and steel type Pokemon, and it is going to have the fighting Tera type for this raid. Its held item is going to be a Shell Bell, which gives you a bit of HP recovery every time you do use a damage dealing move on Dragonite, and its EV spread is going to be full HP and full defense with a defense boosting nature. Its ability is going to be Mirror Armor, which means that if it happens to get any of its stats lowered, it's actually going to mirror those stat drops onto Dragonite, and its moveset is going to be Iron Defense, Screech, Taunt, and Body Press. Iron Defense is going to raise your defense, which works in tandem with Body Press because Body Press actually goes based off of your defense stat, which is also why our EV spread is full defense. Taunt is going to prevent Dragonite from using anything like Dragon Dance or any other type of setup moves, and Screech is going to lower Dragonite's defense by 2 stages. The next option that I have for attackers is going to be Iron Hands, which I feel like Iron Hands is a very like tried and true raid Pokemon, which you of course also want to be level 100, and it is going to be a fighting and electric type Pokemon, which will also have the fighting Tera for this raid. Its held item is going to be Booster Energy, which activates its Quark Drive ability, which boosts its most proficient stat, which in this case, its EV spread is going to be full HP and full attack with an attack boosting nature, so it'll boost its attack. As for its moveset, you are going to want to go with Close Combat, Drain Punch, Belly Drum, and Sword Dance. Close Combat is going to be a big damage dealing move. However, it does have the drawback of dropping your defense and special defense. Drain Punch deals damage, but it also gives you HP recovery. Belly Drum is going to increase your attack stat as well. However, it also has the drawback of you losing your HP, which is why this is more of a group strategy, and Sword Dance is a way for you to set up without having to lose like half of your HP. Now, if you're more of a support player, a great option for this raid is going to be Reveroom, which is a steel and poison type Pokemon. You are going to want to go ahead and give it the Wide Lens item, which just increases the accuracy of inaccurate moves, and its EV spread is going to be full HP and full defense with a defense boosting nature. As for its moveset, you're going to want to go with Lick, Screech, Acid Spray, and Taunt. Lick deals a tiny bit of damage, but also has a chance to paralyze your opponent. Screech, once again, is going to lower defense. Acid Spray actually lowers special defense, and Taunt once again is going to prevent Dragonite from using any type of setup move or status. And if Reverum is not your cup of tea, our final option for support Pokemon is going to be Indeedee. Indeedee is a Psychic and Normal type Pokemon, and you are going to want to give it the Citrus Berry item for this raid just for some HP recovery. As for its EV spread, it is also going to be full HP and full defense with a defense boosting nature, and its moveset is going to be Reflect, Helping Hand, Psychic Terrain, and Heal Pulse. Indeedee does have the Psychic Surge ability. However, after the terrain disappears, you are going to want to reset it up so you can prevent any type of priority like Extreme Speed, which is why we have Psychic Terrain in its moveset as well. Reflect is of course going to help you take those big physical hits a lot better. Helping Hand is there to help set up your attacker, and Heal Pulse is there to help heal team. But there you have it, those are a couple of options that you might want to bring in order to take down the Dragonite raids. Per usual, leave a comment down below with what you plan on using, as I'm sure people would love other options. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, I kindly suggest you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you were already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.